Things will be different. Introduction. There's a village deep in the deserts of southern Arabia, hidden between jagged cliffs and salt-crusted winds. The village is almost forgotten. Not by accident, but by necessity. People don't speak of it, and the desert seems to have swallowed its name. But to those who remember, they call it Al-Makfi, the hidden one. In that village lived a young man named Khalid, a recent university graduate who had grown tired of the city's noise and chaos. After his father's death, he returned to Al-Makfi, where his late grandmother left behind a crumbling house. He thought it would be a peaceful place to grieve, reflect, and start over. But the villagers had a saying, one that mothers whispered to children during sandstorms and old men muttered during prayer: "Leave the past buried, and the hidden will stay hidden." Rising action. Khalid arrived in Al-Makfi in early autumn. The sky was always gray, even under the desert sun, and the air was heavy, like something watched from beneath the dust. The house was more ruin than shelter, but he was determined to restore it. "Things will be different," he said aloud, over and over, like a mantra. On the first night, he heard scratching beneath the floorboards, rhythmic, almost like writing. Thinking it was rats, he lit incense and recited Ayat al-Kursi before bed. The sound stopped, but the next night it returned. Louder, more deliberate. By the third day, Khalid met a local man named Abu Sa'id, an elderly herbalist who recognized him instantly. "You look like your grandmother," he said with a shadowed smile. "She was one of the last who dared stay in that house." "What happened then?" Khalid asked. Abu Sa'id grew quiet. "They say your grandmother tried to change fate. She believed in things she shouldn't have. After she lost your aunt in the well, dabbled in things forbidden. She whispered to the winds. She opened doors she thought were closed forever." That night, Khalid dreamt of the well. He saw a girl, no older than 5, her hair soaked and her eyes wide with terror, rising slowly from the dark waters, mouthing the words, "Things will be different." Climax. Khalid found the well the next morning. It was sealed with blackened stones, a crude iron chain bolted across the top, but the air around it was icy, unnaturally so. The moment he touched the stones, a high-pitched ringing filled his ears. He fell to his knees and vomited. Not bile, but mud. Later that evening, he tried to pack and leave, but every road out of the village looped back to his doorstep. Maps stopped making sense. His phone glitched and played distorted whispers when unlocked. That night, the scratching beneath the floorboards erupted into pounding, furniture dragged by invisible hands. He hid in his room, clutching the Quran, crying out to Allah, begging for forgiveness. At dawn, the house fell silent, but on the murray, written in grime, was one phrase: "You said things would be different." Resolution. Khalid fled to the masjid at sunrise and found Abu Sa'id waiting, as though expecting him. "You must seal it again," he said gravely. "Whatever your grandmother spoke to, it remembers you." Abu Sa'id handed him a small jar of cedar leaves, a page of Ruqyah, and a rusted key. "Below your house, there's a beneath that, the root of it all." Khalid returned, heart pounding, and found a hidden trapdoor under the rug. Below was a tunnel carved in ancient stone. He walked for what felt like hours until he reached a chamber lined with mirrors, each reflecting a different version of him, some screaming, others deep. In the center stood the girl from his dreams, older now, soaked in well water, face calm. "You came," she said. "Now we all can leave." Khalid recited every verse he knew, screamed Allah's name, cast the cider leaves in the air, and the chamber began to crack. The girl screamed in a voice not hers, 100 voices layered in agony. The mirrors shattered, light burst through the chamber, and then silence. 1 year later, travelers report a strange house on the outskirts of a desert village. Some say it wasn't there before, others say it has always been, and if you walk past it at night, they claim you'll hear a voice whisper through the wind, "Things will be different," but they never are.